So, it's been nearly half a year since Hypixel released that stupid update that blurred names in lobbies and killed overlays. I totally get why they did it though. Hypixel wanted to make the game easier and fairer for new players. But after this half year, did it actually work? No, obviously not. It only chased away its players with more cheaters in the game. I'm not here to complain about bad games though. I want to focus more on why this update is an absolute business failure. And Hypixel, listen up. This decision is costing you money, and it's only going to get worse. I know making changes to the server is extremely difficult, with a lot of considerations, but I just hope that by pointing out the one thing businesses usually care about, which is the profit, it can somehow bring more attention to the needs of the veterans. I want the opinions to be heard, not hidden, and this video is about mine. First of all, how does Hypixel's business work? Hypixel may be the largest server in Minecraft, but it's still a small business operating in a shrinking PvP community. Its success depends on two things. One, a loyal player base, the veterans who grind daily and keep the community alive. Two, YouTube publicity, the content creators who bring in new players and generate hype. And right now, Hypixel has neither of these. Hypixel's biggest revenue source is rank purchases, especially high-tier ranks like MVP Plus and MVP++. And who buys these? Hardcore grinders and veterans. They're the ones who invest time and money into this game. New players, on the other hand, are less likely to stick around long enough to buy ranks. If they do, it's usually low-tiered ones that don't contribute as much to Hypixel's revenue. So when veterans leave, the business takes a direct hit. And then there's the problem with YouTube. Back in 2021, Hypixel thrived because of Bedwar's YouTubers, Bombies, Deadfear, It's Glimpse, and many others. Their content brought in thousands of new players, but now most of them are gone. With fewer content creators making Bedwar's content, fewer new players are going to join the game, leading to a vicious cycle of declining publicity and player loss. Without strong marketing from YouTube, Hypixel is bleeding players. And what is the fatal mistake here? Bad animation and economic missteps. That is exactly what Clayton Christensen's disruptive innovation theory warns against. Companies often shift focus to new casual users at the cost of alienating their loyal consumers. That's exactly what Hypixel did. By frustrating its most dedicated players, they're pushing away their core audience in favor of new players who might quit within weeks. With the way things are going, Hypixel is on a track to lose its core PvP community, and with Bedwars barely reaching 3,000 players on average, that decline is happening faster than they realize. The other key thing about small businesses is that they most likely follow the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, which states that 20% of customers generate 80% of a business revenue. So in Hypixel's case, that 20% consists of grinders, sweats, and content creators, the ones who drive engagement and spend the most money. Even if new players join, the revenue loss from losing veterans is far greater than any small increase in casual players. And finally, Hypixel relies heavily on the network effect, where the value of this game increases as more people play it. But here's the problem. When players quit, the game becomes less valuable for everyone. Think about this. Fewer players mean longer queue times and worse gameplay, and then less content means less engagement and then fewer newer players. Since the most valuable players are leaving, Bedwars is losing its value as a whole. Hypixel thought this update would help new players, but all it did was hurt itself. And why? 1, they lost their core player base. 2, they lost their biggest marketing tool. And 3, they're losing revenue fast. At this rate, the Bedwars player count will only keep dropping. If Hypixel doesn't reverse course and actually start caring or supporting its veteran players, it's not just this update that will be a failure. The entire PvP side of the server might just collapse right here and there. And the next thing we know, Hypixel Bedwars is another forgotten game mode in Hypixel server.